Human beings couldn't survive without forests. Our food comes from the forest. We use the wood for our homes, and the animals live here too. Every human being has a responsibility to protect the forest.
Descending into the magical heart of the Sheka tropical forest. Home to the unique birds of the Sheka Fall. These birds can be found nowhere else, explains teacher Melaku Areto. Only here at this cave next to the waterfall. The Carraro tree, found only in Ethiopia, also grows here extensively.
The forest is very important for the people. Everyone breathes the fresh air it gives. Without it, people wouldn't exist.
If there is no forest, there is no water. If there is no forest, there is no good climatical condition and no rain. They will keep, and they translate for them children's.
The Sheka Forest is vast, covering more than 2,300 square kilometers in southwest Ethiopia. It's one of the country's last remaining green belts. The area is home to many rare and threatened species. There is a core zone that is specially protected and a development zone. This area includes Masha, the largest town in the region, home to 50,000 people. And population numbers are growing. The Sheka Forest is designated by UNESCO as a global biosphere reserve. The development zone, which makes up roughly half the area, is supposed to be used in a sustainable way. But more and more forest is being cleared to make way for farming.
We're in regular contact with the authorities. We're doing our best to protect the forest.
Beehives offer one alternative source of income. The Ethiopian aid organization Melka bought the hives and began offering local farmers training in beekeeping. The program is partly funded by the International Climate Initiative.
By that process, the communities coming from the forest, and they are working together. And what is the advantage of this working? If they are starting the modern beehives as a group, most of the trees cannot be cut.
Thanks to the honey that we sell, we can buy clothes for our children and books for their schooling. We can pay our taxes and make our homes better.
Tea plantations are another source of income here. In the past, huge areas of forest were cleared for the plantations, but these days that's not allowed. Still, compromises have to be made. This coffee plantation, belonging to an investor from Saudi Arabia, covers 10 square kilometers. A town has grown up on the plantation. A lot of people have found work here, including 21-year-old Mesat. He earns the equivalent of 40 euros a month, a fairly average wage in Ethiopia. Coffee plants like shady conditions, so the forest doesn't need to be cleared. A representative from the Forest Protection Authority assures us the project is both sustainable and environmentally friendly. But he too admits compromises have to be made.
When the shade is high and when it has an effect on productivity, they have to deduct some trees to get balanced productivity within the protected ecosystem.
The lula tree is on the list of endangered species. This one stands in the garden of Dakito Atestata, a respected clan leader. Those who come to listen to him keep a respectful distance. The authority that he exercises plays an important role in helping to protect the forest. Anyone who cuts down a tree without permission must pay with an ox. The lula tree is sacred to the people here and used in prayer rituals. Cutting it down would be out of the question.
Our holy places have existed for many generations. They were chosen by our ancestors. We go there to pray for rain and for a good harvest. They are places where the gods listen to us.
The core zone of the forest is specially protected. No one is allowed to clear trees here. Still, some local people do cut down trees for firewood to earn some extra income. There just isn't sufficient deadwood to cover the need for cooking. The Menja minority were long despised as they lived in the forest and ate monkey meat. They weren't allowed to have fields, so they cut down trees to make charcoal instead. Here too, the aid organization Melka is helping. They bought bulls for the Menja to get them started in farming. The bulls are fattened up, sold, and the profit invested to buy more bulls.
I'm strong, and I work very hard. And now we are better accepted by society.
The people of Sheka live in the forest and from the forest, and that's the only way to ensure it remains protected.
If our holy places are destroyed and the trees felled, life can't continue. Without rain, there'll be no harvest. It would be the beginning of the end.